Hi, my name is Mr. Shamanik, and I'm the head director at Winsboro Junior High School. We team teach our beginners in our beginner band classes, and we do that to ensure specific instruction for each instrument.
Hi, I'm Miss Sapal, and I'm the assistant director here at Winsboro Junior High, and we really love doing the beginner showcase concert. And one thing we like to do this for is to show you kind of what our daily routines are in our classes, and as well as play a couple lines for you so you can see the student progress and what is going on right now in our beginning band groups. This is also a good opportunity to show you parents what to be looking for whenever your student is doing individual practice at home.
Hi, my name is Mr. Best, and I am the Director of Bands here in Winsboro, and we're excited to bring you this video. Unfortunately, this year, because of COVID-19, we're not able to actually present in-person concerts. So what we're doing is we're actually presenting a virtual concert for you, and we really want you guys to be able to see how your investment with your students in our band program is paying off. So we've got some really exciting things for you. These kids work really super hard, so we hope you enjoy our virtual beginning showcase concert this year. So this is the beginning flute class here in Winsboro, and we're going to show you guys kind of what it looks like in the day in the life of a beginning flute player, some of our daily procedures, plus some of the fun exercises that we do together to kind of help them create their skill set that they need to become really good flautists. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you guys would, everybody hold up your flute. So this is what a flute looks like. Most everybody kind of knows what a flute looks like. So we're all very proud of our instruments. These are their babies. So, all right, so let's put them in our laps. Let's go ahead and take the head joint out. We're going to show you our first warm-up. Okay, so this is the head joint. And we lovingly call this exercise toot, toot, tweet, tweet. So, all right, guys, here we go. So I'm going to turn on the metronome for you. And we're going to get started. All right. And go ahead, at this point, pull mask down. And here we go. Sharp fin, right hand over the end. Here we go. And sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the floor. Level chins, front half of the chair. Here we go. I'm going to start the metronome and we'll go. After we do that much, I generally try to challenge them. So we'll push their limits and we'll kind of show you how we have fun with this. We speed it up and basically we see how far we can go before everything falls apart. So here we're going to go a little faster now. We'll make it a little trickier for them. All right, guys, go ahead and mask down. Here we go. And set. Ready? Kind of an example of how we combine things and just have some fun with it. It really obviously develops their flexibility moving up and down the instrument. So we tell them, and if you're a parent at home and you're seeing them work on this, then they're doing the right thing. They should always warm up on the head joint before they put their flute together. So And they know that, and they work on that very well in class. So we're going to put the rest of the flute together now. Make sure you guys get it back in that spot with the head joint we had it before. We'll play concert F. Ready? Here we go. And 1 and 2 and ready, go. Good. Make sure to keep the aperture nice and small so we can get the high F instead of the low. All right? Very good. Now, we're going to demonstrate for you guys. Mask this up real quick. Okay? Mask on. So we're going to demonstrate kind of how we learn and how we teach them how to read music. So we're going to open up our book and we're going to demonstrate basically the process that we do, that this is also what they should be doing at home if you see them practicing. So, what's step number 1? Counting, right? Good. Here we go. So everybody, let's count. Let's turn the metronome now. We don't want to go as fast as we were a second ago. And here we go. Line 1 or line 10. Let's count it. Ready? 1, 2, and ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest, rest. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest, rest, rest. Freeze. Very good. Step 2 is, what's step 2? Say the notes, right? Very good. So let's say the notes now. Ready? And 1, 2, say the notes and go.
B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C,
Rest, rest, rest. F, F,
E flat, D,
rest, rest, repeat. B flat,
B flat,
B flat, B flat,
C,
rest, rest, rest. F, F, E flat, D, rest, 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 freeze. Good. And step 3 is what? Left shoulder. So sit up nice and tall, front half of the chair, feet flat on the floor, level chins. And left shoulder now. So we're left shouldering and we are playing on the keys, but we're not actually playing the flute yet. So we're practicing pressing the right buttons essentially. Here we go. Ready? And left shoulders. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C, rest, rest, rest. F, F, E flat, D, rest, rest, rest. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C, rest, rest, rest. F, F, E flat, D, rest, 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 freeze. Very good. And the final step is play. Mask down. And of course, as always, we'll play our first note first to make sure we get a good start. So here we go. What's your first note?
B flat.
Very good. And set position. And play me your first note. 1, 2, first note, and go. Good. All right. Here we go. Set. 1, 2, and ready, go. Back to laps, mask on, please. Very good. Very good job, guys. All right. All right. So this is our last period class. This is our clarinet class. And we're going to start with our barrel and mouthpiece. So what this does is that this is the very first thing we did when we learned how to put our clarinets together. And this is kind of their fundamental part of their instrument. And so we got to make sure that they sound really good on this before we put it with the clarinet. So let's go and do just what we just did. Okay, mask down. Okay, let's have our flat chin, firm corners, our nice clarinet face. Okay, do exactly what we just did. And 1, 2, ready, and go. Good, do it again. And 1, 2, ready, and go. Excellent. Mask back up real quick. Now we're going to do 4 quarter notes. Okay, 4 quarter notes. We'll go a little bit quicker. Okay. Make sure you're tugging on the correct part of the mouthpiece, or correct part of the reed. Here we go. And 1,
more quarter notes. 2 and 1, 2, ready, and go. Again, 2, ready, and go. Okay, some of us, when we're doing this, relax, okay? Relax back up, okay? Some of y'all, when we're doing this, when we start tonguing, our embouchure goes away, okay? And so when we start to tongue, we're focused on the tongue, and then the corners of our mouth get a little bit loose, okay? So make sure you keep clarinet face the whole time, even when you're tonguing, okay? Let's do that one more time, okay? Good, nice and tall, feet flat on the floor, good posture. There you go, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Okay, relax. Good, ass back up. Good, nice and tall, feet flat on the floor. Best posture possible, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and ready, and go. Number 4. Number 6 and go. Number 8. Number 10 and go. All right, we're going to move on to our song. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with number 14, which is Mary Had a Little Lamb. 2 and ready and go. Excellent. All right, so at this point in the class, usually, we're moving around. I like to move around a lot and stand behind them. But this year, because of COVID-19, we're having to kind of make things work with what we've got. So, 1 and 2, and ready, and play.
This is our saxophone class for the year. We've got 5 wonderful saxophone students, and we have been really doing a great job in class and learning a whole lot about the saxophone, which is part of our woodwind family. And we're going to demonstrate a couple of things for you guys and what we've learned so far here in saxophone class. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take you through a little bit of our warm-ups that we do as we come into class. They'll get their saxophone out, they'll grab their instrument, they'll go ahead and put it on. But we take off what we call the mouthpiece and neck. Show them your mouthpiece and neck, guys. And we will demonstrate what that sounds like. And so if you look at the mouthpiece, we have a couple of different parts. We have the neck right here with the mouthpiece. We got a ligature, and then we have a little bitty reed on there as well that's going to make that sound. So if you haven't heard this at home yet, you should be hearing these sounds at home. But go ahead and show them what your mouthpiece and neck sounds like. So go ahead and slide your mask off. And here we go. Sit up nice and tall, flat chin, go through your checklist. There are a lot of things that we have to be really picky with saxophone embouchure to make sure that they get the right sound out. So go ahead, saxophones, 1 and 2, and ready, go. Good. One more time. 1 and 2, and ready, go. Very good. Go ahead and put that on your saxophone. So we make that sound for a couple of minutes. we'll do a little bit of I play, you play, where I'll demonstrate it on the mouthpiece and neck, and then they'll try to mimic what I play back to them. But we're going to go ahead and move past that and start playing a couple of lines from our book from some of the notes that we've learned already. They've done a really great job so far this year of learning all sorts of different note names, all sorts of different rhythms, and all sorts of different fun things on the saxophone. And so we're going to show you guys a couple of those things. As they're putting it together, oh, y'all are fast. They've gotten faster at it. So it takes a minute sometimes to put the mouthpiece and neck back on, but they just did it really fast. They're becoming pros at this. So we're going to move on and play our first song, which is Rolling Along. So give me a good toe tap. Down, up, 1 and 2, and ready, go. Something that has just been really fun is just getting to know these students. We have a great time in saxophone class. They've learned a whole lot of different musical things, but aside from the music, we really just have a great time together. We have a lot of inside jokes already and lots of chants that we won't demonstrate today, even though they really want me to do that for you guys, but we're not going to demonstrate that today. And yeah, it's just been a great year so far, and we're really looking forward to continuing our year and continuing to learn different things. One other thing I want to point out to you guys is at home, when you see them practicing, you should make sure that they're sitting up nice and tall like they are now. Their feet are flat on the floor, and notice that when they play, they're always tapping their toe to keep a nice steady beat. So make sure that they are demonstrating that and doing that at home whenever they are practicing. So we hope that you've enjoyed this saxophone demonstration, and we're going to play one more song for you guys, and then we're going to move on to our next group. So saxophones, let's play Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Tell Aunt Rhody, and 1, 2, and ready, go. French horn class. So I've got 7 students this year playing the French horn on the beginner horn class, and it has been such a great time already. We have learned so much, and these students have only played for 2 months on their instruments, and it's always really impressive every year what students learn within those short 2 months, and we love showcasing that for you guys, and we love our students to have a chance to perform for you guys and show them what they've learned so far. So we're going to go through a couple of things, show you guys how we sit, how we buzz, how we toe tap, and go through basic fundamentals and kind of what it looks like every day in the horn class. So we're going to go ahead and start horns. Go ahead and take your mouthpieces out. So right now we're going to show you how we buzz. So this is when we just take our mouthpieces out. We do this every day at the beginning of class to get warmed up. And let's just go ahead and buzz. So go ahead and slide your mask down. And give me a big buzz. And 1 and 2 and ready, buzz. Good. Try that one more time. 1 and 2 and ready, buzz. Very good. So we're listening and looking for really big, full sounds out of their buzzes. Now, we also can buzz really high, we can buzz really low, and we try to do that to start building flexibility in our lips to play different sorts of notes on our instruments. So, can we do a siren? Can we go low to high to low horns? And 1 and 2 and ready, go. Good. And let's do the opposite of that. And let's start high, go low, and back up high. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. So we do these buzzing exercises every day for about 5 or so minutes, so that way their lips get warmed up before we place our mouthpiece on our instrument. One other buzzing exercise we like to do is called I play, you play,
where I would play on my French horn and they try to buzz back the exact pitch that I play to them. I'm not going to play it on my French horn right now. I'm going to use the piano over here. But let's go ahead and demonstrate some I play, you play French horns, okay? So sit up nice and tall. Make sure. Okay, here we go. Tap your toe. Down, up, I play, you play. And ready, me. For you guys, even though the circumstances are a little weird. So we're being really safe by keeping them distance and moving our mask up and down still. And once again, we do those buzzing exercises every day, and we do it for a good little chunk of the period, so that way, again, our lips get warmed up. But it's very important that our students, especially our French horn players and our brass players, it's very important that they can match pitch and they can hear that. Something else I really want to point out is how they sit. They sit up nice and tall with their backs off the back of the chair, and they're always tapping their toe the second they hear that metronome come on. So it's really important that whenever they're practicing at home, you're watching them demonstrate those things so that way bad habits don't begin to happen. Again, they're off to a great start, and they're doing a really super job. So we're going to show you guys a little bit of what we've done so far. So we're going to play one of our lines out of our book called Rolling Along. And let's play our first note, E's. So, mask down, horns are up. First note, E. 1, 2, ready, E. Good, one more time. 1, 2, ready, E. There we go. Good toe taps, good sounds. Number 14. And 1, 2, and ready, go. That we're about to play, but once again, I just want to reiterate how awesome this class has been and how much of a joy it's been to teach these students. And we've got a lot of stuff planned this year. This has been a super fun class. In particular, they like to cheer and chant, and they keep me on my toes, but I absolutely love it. And we're going to continue to make memories and have a great time this year. So we're going to play one more tune for you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to our next group. And so we're going to play our next tune, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. So, mask down. First note, E. Horns are up. And 1, 2, first note, and hold. One more time. Really listen. 1, 2, ready, hold. Okay, here we go. Go tell Aunt Rhody. And down, up, 1, 2, no repeat, and go. All right, so we're moving on in our beginner band showcase concert, and we're moving into our brass family now. So this is the first instrument in our brass family. This right here is our trumpet class, and it has been a really great time teaching trumpet this year again. I've really enjoyed my trumpet classes the past couple of years, but this year again, they have just been knocking it out of the park, and I've just really been enjoying teaching them. So we're going to demonstrate for you guys some of the things that we do in trumpet class, starting with our warm-ups, how we sit, how we breathe and toe tap and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and just dive right in and show you guys some of the things that we do in trumpet class. So trumpets, go ahead and take your mouthpieces off. They have these little mouthpieces that they blow into, and they create a buzzing sound, and that buzzing sound, when they put it on the trumpet, makes a really pretty trumpet sound. But we have to warm up on the mouthpiece first before we move it over to the trumpet, and it sounds a little something like this. Go ahead and buzz. One, mouth, oh, thank you. Good job with the mask. 1, 2, and ready, buzz. Good, one more time. 1, 2, big sound, and buzz. Very good. And so when they make this buzzing sound, like I said, this is how they make the sound into their trumpet, and we have to know how to play very high and very low on our instrument as well. So we do another exercise on our mouthpiece that we call sirens to help build flexibility, where we buzz from really low to really high and back down to really low continuously. So let's show them what a siren is. Let's go low to high to low. Here we go, trumpets, mouse down. Low to high to low. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Now let's do the opposite, and let's go high to low to high. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. Go ahead and plug it in, plug it in. We have a chant that we do when we plug it in, but it gets a little crazy sometimes. This class keeps me on my toes, but in the best way possible. And we have a little chant when we plug it into our trumpets, but we're going to save that for another day. But we do those buzzing exercises again to get us warmed up for the class period and to build up flexibility so that we can play a range of different notes on our instrument. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move right on, and we're going to jump right on into our very first song for you that we're going to play today, which is a very familiar and popular tune, Hot Cross Buns. So, mask down. Play your first note for Hot Cross Buns, please. E. And 1, 2, ready, hold. Very good. Think about it. Give me a good, nice, tall toe tap. Hot Cross Buns. And 1, 2, ready, go. We've learned 5 different notes so far. We've learned a handful of different songs, and it's just, again, every year it blows me away how much students can learn in just a short amount of time. We've only been playing our instruments for about 2 months now, and again, it just completely blows me away every single year how much they can accomplish. And a good part of that is the encouragement they get from home and the support they get from their parents and loved ones whenever they are at home practicing or just simply joining band and investing in them. So we thank you so much for doing that, and we're going to close out our trumpet section with one more tune for you that you definitely will recognize, Rolling Along. Here we go. Play your first note of Rolling Along. And 1 and 2, first note, and go. Very good. Good sounds, guys. Good supportive air. Good toe tap. Nice tall back. And down, up, rolling along, and ready, go. And this is our beginning trumpet class this year. Thank you, guys.
All right, this is the trombone class, and we're going to get started with what we do. This is mouthpiece buzzing, and it's a super important part of our playing, and so that's what we'll start with. Okay, so I play, you play, guys. Mouthpiece buzzing. Here we go. Mash down. Okay, go ahead and mask up. Now go ahead and put your horn together. We're going to do our 5-note scale. 5-note scale. Our 5-note scale includes our first 5 notes that we learned, and we do them in a pattern. This is the first 5 notes of our B-flat scale. All right, mask down. We will play the whole note. Okay, here we go. 5-note scale. 1, 3, and 1, 2, ready, and go. Do it again without me. Here we go. And 1, 2, and best sounds, and ready, and go. To number 14. 14, mask up real quick, and I'll make the announcement about our song. All right, and our last thing that we'll play is our last chair test, and it is Mary Had a Little Lamb, number 14 in our book. 1 and 2, and ready, and go. So this is our baritone tuba class, and we're going to start with our mouthpiece warm-up. So we're going to be buzzing on our mouthpiece. That is kind of our fundamental part of our instrument besides just playing it on our instrument. So we're going to start with our mouthpiece warm-ups, okay? All right, so mouthpiece warm-ups, I play, you play, here we go, mask down. All right, here we go. Match pitch, here we go. so now we are going to go ahead and play our 5-note scale, B flat, C, D, E flat, and F. This is the first 5 notes we learned, and we're just going to use this as a warm-up before we play our song. 1, 2, ready, and go. Good. All right. 1 and 2 and 3 and play.
So what we're going to do today, we're going to show you, this is our beginning percussion class. We kind of just want to give you guys a glimpse of what it looks like in a day in the life of a beginning percussionist here in Winsboro. So if you notice, we got a good group of kids here, and we have our practice pads and our sticks, and we have our books out in front of them. One thing that we'll do is we'll also work on other percussion instruments, such as mallet instruments like xylophones and marimbas and bells. So we're going to give you a little demonstration of what we do for a little warm-up sequence and what we do for some music reading just on our practice pads, which equates to playing on a snare drum or playing on a bass drum, other kinds of actual just drums. So this is a little bit of rhythm work, a little bit of extra work for the chops to build their hand strength and some coordination skills. So we're going to go ahead and go through our process. So enjoy. They're doing a great job this year. We're proud of them. All right, guys, go ahead and stand up for me. We are going to go ahead and get to the sticks. Go to sides for me. And we're going to start with 8/8/16. Okay, here we go. Here's your tempo. Okay, here we go. And set position. Here we go. Ready? And 1. Good job. 8/8/16 again. We're going to level 9s this time. Level 9. Set. And. Make sure we're using fingers and wrists. And one more time. Level 6s, nice and comfortable. Here we go. Ready? And set. And sides. Good. So that first sequence that we just did was called 8/8/16. As you can see, they do a certain number of strokes on each hand, and that simply just gets their hand speed developed. It gets the coordination with timing, etc., to be able to get them to play not only as an individual with timing, but also as a group. So, good. Let's do countdown now. Okay, so on countdown, essentially what's going to happen is they're going to count down from 8 all the way to 1 on each hand. Okay, so here's your tempo. Here we go. And set. Countdown, level 12s. Ready? And 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Inside. This time we're going to do countdown with accents. Okay, so 12s and 1s, right, guys? Okay, here we go. And set. And. So countdown just essentially gets them to start counting in their head. If you notice, the exercises that we've done so far are exercises that these guys do by memory. It forces them to have internalized timing and count in their head. As you can see, they're doing a great job of it. They have a great sense of pulse and timing with the group. So the next exercise we're going to do is called chicken in a roll. Percussion is kind of crazy world sometimes, so we have all sorts of funny names for things. We've all had lots of laughs about all that, but I'm sure you'll hear from them at one point or another. So chicken in a roll helps them develop how to play drum rolls of all different sorts. So here we go, chicken and roll. All three versions, crunch, buzz, and diddles, guys. All right, and here's your tempo. And set. Okay, there's your tempo. Set. And buzzes. Diddles. Sides. Good job. All right. Now, so that's a little taste of what our warm-up sequence looks like. Guys, go ahead and make sure you're on that page with line 35 in it, okay? We're going to demonstrate now how we read music, how we learn how to read. And percussion has a few different things, like having to speak what hand they're actually using when they play. It's important to learn what they call stickings. So we're going to kind of go through our process for you on how we do that. So line 35, let's start by counting it, okay? So let me get you your tempo real quick. And, all right, here we go. And counting, ready? And 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, rest, freeze. Good. Now, say the stickings, right? Next step. Stickings, ready? 1, 2, ready, go.
Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right,
Rest, freeze. Good. Sides. And set. Now we're going to play. Okay, so you'll notice that they'll play the same stickings that they actually just spoke with their own voices. Okay, here we go. Ready? And set. 1, 2, ready, go. Freeze. Good. And relax. Have a seat, guys. Great job. So as you notice, a lot of them, we have the sticks and the pads and the stands. These are things that they'll use all the way through college, all the way in after that if they take good care of it. But these are really crucial tools for them to get started. We're kind of working on foundational things right now. Here in the next couple of weeks, they'll actually get started on all the mallet instruments. We'll do some other fun stuff like tambourines and triangles and djembes and bongos and all the cool things. So they're going to have a whole world of things that they're getting ready to jump into. So they're doing a great job. We're really proud of them this year. And that's your beginning percussion class.
Thank you so much for watching and for investing in your student and the WISD band program. We are very thankful to be here at WISD and to be part of this wonderful community and band family. Please join us on Tuesday, December 8th for a very similarly styled virtual Christmas concert with these wonderful students. Thank you guys again.